Hey everyone! So the other day, I was at this cute little bistro with my friends, and Sarah ordered this fancy sandwich with like 3 different types of mustard on it. And I'm sitting there thinking, when did mustard become such a thing? Like, we all just casually have multiple mustard varieties in our fridges now, right? So naturally, I went down this entire rabbit hole about mustard, and guys, this little golden condiment has a story that's way more fascinating than any of us realized. Grab your favorite snack because we're about to dive deep into the surprisingly dramatic world of mustard. Did you know that mustard is so ancient that pharaohs literally took it to their graves? And that the global mustard market is worth over $6.6 billion and growing at 6% per year? Yeah, we're not just talking about a condiment here. We're talking about a global phenomenon that's been shaping human taste buds for over 5,000 years. Okay, so first things first. What exactly is mustard? At its core, mustard comes from the seeds of the mustard plant, which is part of the Brassicaceae family. Basically the same family as broccoli, kale, and cabbage. There are 3 main types of mustard seeds: white or yellow, brown and black. The white seeds are actually the mildest. They're what give us that classic American yellow mustard. Brown seeds pack more heat and are used in Dijon and English mustards. And black seeds? They're the spiciest little devils, mostly used in European and Asian cuisines. The magic happens when you crush these seeds and mix them with liquid. That's when an enzyme called myrosinase gets to work, breaking down compounds called glucosinolates to create that distinctive mustard bite we all know and love. It's literally chemistry happening in your mouth. But here's what blew my mind. Depending on what liquid you use, you get completely different flavors. Cold water makes it super spicy, wine makes it more mellow, and vinegar helps preserve that tangy kick. It's like being a flavor scientist in your own kitchen. Now let's time travel, because mustard's origin story is absolutely wild. Some of the earliest known documentation of mustard's use dates back to Sumerian and Sanskrit texts from 3000 BC. We're talking about a condiment that's literally older than Stonehenge. Archaeological evidence suggests that mustard seeds were used by humans as early as 3000 BCE, with the Sumerians and Egyptians being among the first to document its use. But here's the part that absolutely sent me. Ancient Egyptians loved mustard so much they put it in pharaohs' tombs, considering it a delicacy and powerful herb for both ritual and medicine. Imagine thinking mustard is so essential that you need it in the afterlife. The Romans took it to the next level. They mixed ground mustard seeds with verjuice, a juice made from unripe grapes, to create meritum, an early spicy condiment. And in China during the Zhou dynasty, yellow mustard seeds were ground down and made into a paste used as a digestive during royal feasting to whet the appetite for extensive courses still to come. Even ancient royalty knew mustard was the perfect appetite stimulator. Fast forward to today, and mustard consumption is absolutely insane. In 2020, 286 million Americans used mustard, and this figure is projected to increase to 293 million by 2024. That's basically almost the entire US population squeezing mustard onto something. But it's not just America. Asia Pacific holds 51.2% of the global mustard market share, valued at $2.2 billion. And get this! In France, most mustard consumers use it 2 to 3 times a week, with over 10 million people in that frequency group. The French really said, we're going to make mustard a lifestyle. The way we consume it has evolved too. Households represent 69.2% of total mustard consumption, and we're buying it mostly from hypermarkets and supermarkets, which contribute 43.2% of sales. We've gone from ancient medicine to aisle 7 essential. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Who exactly is driving this mustard obsession? While I couldn't find super specific data on age and gender breakdowns, the research is surprisingly secretive about mustard demographics. What I did find is fascinating. The consumption patterns suggest it's really becoming a universal condiment, from kids squirting it on hot dogs to adults experimenting with artisanal varieties. Mustard has this unique ability to bridge generations. I mean, think about it. It's probably one of the few condiments that works equally well on a childhood peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yes, some people do this. And a sophisticated charcuterie board. What's really cool is how different cultures perceive mustard. In Germany, it's practically a food group. They have over 200 varieties. In Japan, they've embraced it in ways that would make a Dijon producer weep tears of joy. And in India, mustard seeds are a crucial spice in traditional cooking, showing how one plant can have completely different cultural meanings. So how did this ancient seed become a global superstar? It's actually a perfect storm of factors. First, mustard is incredibly shelf-stable. Before refrigeration, this was huge. You could make a batch, and it would last months without spoiling. It was like the original food preservative that also happened to taste amazing. Second, it's ridiculously versatile. You can use it as a condiment, a cooking ingredient, a marinade base, even in salad dressings. It plays well with basically every cuisine, from American barbecue sauce to Indian curry bases. Third, and this is key, mustard makes everything taste better without overwhelming it. It enhances flavors rather than masking them. It's like the perfect wingman of condiments. But the real game changer was industrialization. When companies like French's started mass-producing consistent, affordable mustard in the early 1900s, it went from artisanal specialty to household staple. Suddenly, everyone could afford to have mustard, and it became woven into food cultures worldwide. The marketing was genius too. They positioned it as both elegant hello, Grey Poupon commercials, and accessible ballpark mustard. It became simultaneously sophisticated and democratic. Today, we're living in what I like to call the mustard renaissance. The market is expected to reach $9.5 billion by 2030, growing at 6.1% annually. That's not just growth, that's explosive expansion. Craft mustards are having a major moment. Small batch producers are experimenting with everything from beer mustards to fruit-infused varieties to super hot pepper blends. It's like the craft beer movement, but for condiments. And the health consciousness trend has been amazing for mustard. Unlike mayo or other creamy condiments, mustard is naturally low in calories, often has no added sugars. And those mustard seeds are packed with minerals and antioxidants. It's basically the wellness condiment we didn't know we needed. But here's what's really exciting. Where mustard is going next is absolutely mind-blowing. First, we're seeing a huge push towards sustainability. Brands are adopting sustainable farming techniques, reducing waste in manufacturing, and using recyclable or biodegradable packaging. It's mustard with a conscience, and honestly, it's about time. The clean label movement is also revolutionizing mustard. There's rising consumer demand for organic and non-GMO mustard products, with increased awareness driving significant growth. People want to know exactly what's in their condiments, and mustard makers are responding with transparent, simple ingredient lists. But the coolest trend? Fermented mustards are making a comeback. We're talking about ancient fermentation techniques being applied to create probiotics-rich mustards with complex, tangy flavors that would make your great-grandmother proud. It's like the intersection of wellness culture and traditional food crafting. And get this! Major brands like Heinz just launched limited edition collaborative mustards in 2025, showing that even the big players are getting creative and experimental. The mustard world is becoming this incredible playground of innovation, where tradition meets cutting-edge food science. So next time you're casually reaching for that mustard bottle, remember, you're participating in a culinary tradition that spans millennia. From ancient Egyptian tombs to your Tuesday night hot dog, mustard has been bringing that perfect tangy kick to human meals for over 5,000 years. Isn't it wild how something so simple can have such an incredible story? This little seed went from ancient medicine to global phenomenon. And honestly, it's showing no signs of slowing down. Speaking of which, I'm already planning our next mustard adventure. We're going to dive deep into what actually happens to your body when you eat mustard. It's pretty amazing. And then we'll explore the healthiest ways to enjoy it. Because yes, there are actually right and wrong ways to mustard. What's your go-to mustard? Are you Team Classic Yellow Sophisticated Dijon? Or are you one of those adventurous souls trying the new craft varieties? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious about your mustard journey. Thanks for joining me on this deliciously nerdy deep dive. And I'll see you in the next video, where we're getting into the science of what mustard actually does to your body. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for that one. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new about mustard. Subscribe for more food deep dives and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when we explore the health benefits of mustard next week. Until then, keep it spicy.